what year was it that you actually started making content?
Holy shit. Like YouTube content?
Yeah.
It might have been actually it might have been I wanted to say like around Verdansk, but I was streaming and posting stuff on YouTube when I was like with Korean and everything.
Right.
I was playing Fortnite and posting videos on there and stuff like that. I want to say 2017.
2017. Okay.
2017?
Okay.
Yeah.
And I know the backstory behind, what it took for you to get here,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because, we used to, like I said, we used to sit in Discord for hours.
Yeah.
And I remember, and I had the similar conversation with Chris. I remember when you were trying to make the decision, like, do I go and do this thing, or
Yep.
do I do what I want? Do I do what my parents want me to do?
Yeah.
What was that conversation like, discussing with your parents
Man,
that I wanted to be a content creator?
it was one of the hardest conversations to strike up, but once it like got going, they kind of understood like this is his lane, like he can do it. So, at the time I was going to school. I was in college.
Yeah.
I was working at a school, and then I was like, streaming a little bit
Yeah.
after. I don't know if you remember the nights
I
where
do remember those nights.
yo, you getting on? Nah, I have a paper
Yep.
due. Bro, I can't tell you how many times I missed streaming because I had papers I had to write.
Yep.
So my schedule was like 6 a.m. wake up, go to work from 6 a.m. to 11, get off, and I would have like a little break. Now, I'm not a morning person, so when I would get off, I would go home. I would either get on the game and play a little bit and maybe throw up a stream, or I was just napping until I had to go back to work at like 2 to 6, get off of work, go home, do whatever homework or papers I needed to write, and then if I had time, I would hop on stream. Now, if I hopped on stream after I was doing my homework, I wouldn't get off till stream till like 1, 2 in the morning. And then I'm up at 6 a.m. again. So I was exhausted. And I was just like, I can't keep doing this. I gotta pick and choose. And at the time, I wasn't streaming much, but I would see a lot of people in Chris's chat, who's this? Like just, hearing my voice, and I like this person. Who is this? Does he stream? Where's his stream? And I was like, damn, maybe I should try it out. And I went and got my first PC at Best Buy, and I was super pumped. I had my first PC, even though it was complete trash. I used like my credit to get it. It was like $600 or something like that.
Right.
And I just went for it, and I started, gaining a little bit of a fan base. Chris at the time was pulling pretty good numbers because of like Ground War and Warzone like that. And then I really had a discussion with myself where I wanted to drop out of school, quit my job, and just go straight into streaming. And I remember having a discussion with my mom at the time, because I only live with my mom and my sister. And I told my mom, what did I tell her? I told her, what would you do if I started doing this, streaming stuff? And she said, you can do it. Like you can quit your job. You can quit your job and do it, but you're not dropping out of school.
Right.
At the time, I had already dropped out of school and quit my job.
Right.
Like,
so you already did that.
I already did that. And I was like, oh shit. Like, how do I tell her? I said, well, Mom, what would you do if I dropped out of school? And she goes, well, you better pack your bags and find somewhere else to live. No, she said, well, you better find somewhere else to live. And I told my mom, well, I guess I better pack my bags because I already dropped out of school and I quit my job and I'm doing this streaming shit. Right. And she was like very surprised, but she wasn't mad. She wasn't mad.
Right. And that just goes to show you what having support will do, because it was in that moment could have really made your streaming career go this way, or it could have made your streaming career go this way.
Could have never happened.
It could have never happened if she would have been mad at you and shunned you for trying to do that, because a lot of parents, they think they know what's best for their children. Like, nah, that's not gonna work for you.
Yeah, I mean, you got to think about what time they grew up. You know, it was from high school. You go to college, you get a job, and that was pretty much it.
Yeah.
Nowadays, a lot of parents don't know, like, there's a lot of money to be made in like social media and, you know, content creating and stuff like that. So, I mean, I understood where my parents are coming from, but my parents have always been the type to be very supportive in what I do, and I'm blessed to have a family like that. Yes, so it wasn't that hard of a, you know, switch.
So so we don't know, but I'm gonna ask. So when you finally told her and you said, "Well, I guess I better pack my bags," did she make you move out? Did you have to move out?
No,
I know you did. I know you did, because you know we were talking back then. So
she was never the one to kick me out or threaten to kick me out or anything. She was just giving me a hard time.